Well, hi friends, I'm Brian Cosby. This is Provide and Protect. Today we're going to be taking a look at the differences between the original LCP and the LCP2. Is the LCP2 that much better? Also, why would you carry such a small gun? Let's get into it. So before we actually get into the differences between the LCP and the LCP2, I just want to explain a philosophy of use for this size of subcompact 380 handgun. And there's several reasons. One is just you can use it easily as a pocket carry. In fact, the sheaths that these come with are just these neoprene little sheaths, very thin sheaths, and you can easily just slide it in there, throw it in your pocket, throw it in a bag, something like that. And certainly you can do that. Another way you can use these is just to strap it to your ankle. This is a great secondary backup weapon if you can't access your normal weapon. I'm pointing here because I do appendix carry of my usual Glock 43X MOS with red dot, but it could be a great secondary weapon on your ankle. I've done that before. And then maybe a third use of this, and this is really the reason that I will carry one of these, is what I call light carry. So in the summer months, when you maybe just have a t-shirt and shorts, that it's tough you don't want a big gun somewhere. I mean, I know that the Glock 43X is not a big gun, but even still, if you just have a t-shirt and shorts, you're gonna be printing pretty well wherever you have that, whether appendix or 4 o'clock or something. And so something like this is very concealable, even in the summer months. I have to wear suits quite often, and so this is a great weapon to conceal with a suit as well. So as far as philosophy of use, those are some of the reasons why someone would choose to carry. And I mean, it's not expensive. These are pretty cheap guns to have. I mean, just for a few boxes of ammo, so you can buy one of these guns. I mean, maybe $250. I don't know what the prices are right now, but they're not that expensive, and it's a great little gun to have with you. I'm not going to get into the specs of these two guns. You can look that up on the Ruger website. But I do want to talk about the reasons why I think the LCP2 is far, far superior than the original. I had the original, and I was like, I had some issues with it, had problems with it. Well, apparently everybody else did too. And so they came out with the LCP2. So it's 2008, 2013 when these came out. So, 5 years later, they released the LCP2. But just in the looks, you can tell there's a difference in looks. I think the grippiness of this, the feel of this is just slightly better, not that much better, but it is slightly better than the original. Another thing you'll notice is on the slide, you see you can actually rack the slide from the front if you want on the LCP2. There's some similarities. I mean, it has the same magazine, so you can, if you had all the magazines, again, this is empty. If you had magazines from the original and you want to go to the LCP2, you can just use the same. They're interchangeable. That's great. You can disassemble them the same way. Just remove this pin right here. They disassemble the same way. But beyond that, there's not a lot of similarity in my opinion. I mean, maybe the barrel's the same, but other than that, I mean, it's really not the same. You can tell from just the thickness here that the LCP2 is a little bit thicker, which is fantastic. And don't say that, oh, that's just way too wide. No, these are super small, skinny guns. So even with a little bit of thickness here, it's going to be much better in your hand, much better purchase grip to be able to shoot the LCP2. Another thing they really improved, in my opinion, is the trigger. Now, I know that the trigger for the original was just pretty horrible, actually. It's obviously double action, but even when you so if you rack the slide, look at this. So you have one click right there, but that's not ready yet. So you got to go all the way up to the front. There it is. That's almost to the front. There's the front. I mean, it's all the way back. There's the wall. another hard pull. I mean, that's got to be 7+ pounds right there. Compared to LCP2 updated trigger here, not only do you have the safety feature that they've added, but you know, in this configuration, so if I start releasing, it goes right to the wall right there, and then I can, there it is. There's the break. So much better trigger. I love the trigger in the LCP2. So good job, Ruger, on that. So trigger improved, the thickness is improved, grip is improved, the slide is improved. How about the slide lock? The difference between these two slide locks, this one right here, I mean, I can barely feel it. So if I'm trying to do this quickly, and I mean, oftentimes I'll even miss it. You know, I don't quite get it in there because it's just, this is very, very, sorry, this is very, very thin right here. You can, I don't know if you can tell right there. I mean, look at that. Can't even tell. But this, nice, I mean, it's a nice purchase. Look at the difference there. So I can actually more easily, select the slide and lock it. So good job on that as well, Ruger. Another difference I think the LCP2 is better on is the actual sights. You look at the difference of the sights here. Let me get this in frame. If you look at the LCP2 here, much more pronounced, you know, than the LCP, the original. So much better sights, and I know a lot of people actually will take some fingernail polish or some kind of white Sharpie paint or something, and haven't done that yet. Haven't really needed to. I guess I need to maybe on this, but so much better sights as well. Any other improvement? Yes, another major one that I've found. Actually, this is probably actually the biggest one for me. Improvement with the LCP2 is that the feed ramp for the original, I had to really polish that down because I'm having so many issues, and I've run all kinds of ammo, brass, steel. I mean, high quality to low quality. I'm not limp wristing it or anything, and I'm always having jams with this. And I've oiled it, I've greased it. I mean, it's just I'm just having issues with this, and I don't know if you can see it actually. Let's see if I can show it in here. No, I don't think you can see it. Actually, a little shiny. See a little bit shinier stuff right there. That's where I had to polish it. It's a little better. It's a little better, but not great. I'm just having tons of jams with this, and I don't know what the issue was. And so when I heard that they came out with the LCP2, I was like, oh, that's fantastic. And I've never had issues with the feed ramp on this. So it's been fantastic. I haven't had to do anything with it. It's been fantastic. It just feels better in the hand. Fills my hand out better. Again, I'm sure, I mean, I haven't added any, like I said, the extended mags on here, but if you did that, I mean, even better in your hand. But you can tell, I mean, it's not a not a big gun. Again, ultimate conceal for sure. So those are the big reasons. I mean, everything from the stock, the trigger, the slide, the width, the sights, the feed ramp. I mean, so many things that I think that the LCP2 is a far superior subcompact 380 weapon. Well, thanks so much for watching. If you've not already done so, please consider hitting that like button and also subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate your support, and we will see you in the next video.